I've had him out on a trail ride, which is rough.
Yeah,
he goes through the water, which he's terrified of, and he did it. He went through the water. He actually went through the water all by himself. So
yeah.
I was by myself that day. Kind of did the little, like, pee off massage, whichever one it is. I'm going to go through it. If he gets really nervous, like cross-eyes, he does that too. He'll stand there and do his little...
Yeah. Well, he looks pretty good. He doesn't
Yeah,
look...
he's a good guy. He's just super rusty, but I'm doing dressage.
We wound up buying one over at White Fences, actually,
oh, yeah.
up here.
She's just around the corner from me, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't remember, we came out here and we rode 2 horses, I think, but you were kind of low on what you were selling at the time.
And plus, I generally don't have, like, really great dressage prospects either.
Well, actually, at that time, we were doing, she was hunter.
Oh,
she was
okay,
doing hunter.
right.
And we bought the horse planning on doing that, but then we changed stables in Houston, and then the trainer we went to is a dressage trainer.
Okay, yeah, so I got her interested in that.
Yeah, so she kind of got interested in that, but I think she really still wants to do hunter.
Do either or, yeah.
Yeah. Well, he looks a lot more. The one that she's got is a pretty good. It's a warm blood. But it's not. It doesn't have any training at all, and she's not an expert, obviously.
Right.
But we're thinking that a horse that has some training will make it easier.
Before he came from me, he had that's all he'd ever done was dressage. He hasn't done it for a while, so.
We're thinking that would be she would progress a lot faster.
And he's got a real good like workman attitude. You know, he's very. I know some of the horses I get that have done dressage, like they didn't really like it. They're kind of nasty about it, but he's not. He completely is fine. Fine working, and he doesn't get pissy or nasty.
Yeah.
You can get out of the crop if he's not behaving, and he just straightens up. He doesn't like get frazzled for the rest of the ride. It's a disaster. You know, he's real good about all that kind of stuff.
How long have you had him?
I've had him almost a year.
Oh, okay. He looks solid. He looks like he's healthy.
He's a good guy. I don't think he's traveled a lot, which is why I've tried to kind of get him out a little bit, just even on trail rides and stuff, you know, just to get out and see different things.
You've trailered him a little bit?
Yes, I have. He's nervous on the trailer, but he doesn't do anything bad. He loads really good.
Yeah.
You know, he's traveled correctly. He's just kind of nervous about it. You know, he doesn't have any bad trailer habits.
Has anybody competed? You said
not yet. We're just going to go to Pine Hill and school tomorrow.
What? Or what? What's
it? Cross country. Just go play around. Just pay like $25 and go have some deals and jumps and stuff.
I didn't realize that this is where we were coming. She told me that she's told me that several times, and then on the way up here,
well,
and I didn't recognize
you. She called me originally before you started calling, yeah.
I didn't recognize your voice until when you called me on the way up here, and then I asked. I said, "Well, this is pretty close to White Fence. Is this in the same place we were at last time?" Well, yeah. I told you that.
Well, she fits really good.
Yeah, she doesn't look like nothing quirky looking.
No, I think just, get used to her, but I use the horse in lessons, so I mean, he's not a hard horse to ride.
Yeah.
No, I mean, he's like a favorite. I mean, not, for little kids or anything. Not that he would be anything bad for him, but but no, the girls love riding this horse. Yeah, 2 of them like half leased them together for a couple of months until they just kind of ran out of money to do the lease and do lessons.
Yeah.
So they're just still doing lessons on them. Like, well, that didn't work out right.
He hadn't had any vet problems or anything?
No, the only thing that he's actually done pretty recently is he stone bruised his left front.
Really? You can't notice it in the way he moves?
Yeah, every now and then I can almost see a little something, but no, he's got clean foot x-rays, no vet issue at all. He should vet fine. I'll get him reshot on Tuesday since that shoe's kind of falling off.
What about around the other horses? He's
great. He's been out all kinds of horses. He's not an alpha horse at all.
Okay.
Yeah. So he gets along with whoever.
No special diet or medical stuff,
no special diet at all. He's just on a cheap 12% pellet. It's called Country Acres. Not anything special. They have round bales. He doesn't get any alfalfa or anything. You see, he's very fat. That's not an issue at all. He's getting one scoop of grain right now.
How often does he ride? Do you ride him or somebody else ride him?
I don't ride him at all. Just the girls out here ride him for lessons, and just they come out to ride extra horses on. I only do lessons like 2 nights of the week.
So he probably rides 3 or 4 times a week or so.
At the most.
Not a lot.
Not a lot, no.
but not.
No,
he's not.
He's kind of out of shape right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, he's not a horse you have to ride into the ground every day to make him be calm. He's definitely not that at all. And yeah, he follows you around the pasture. He's a big pet. You know, he's real sweet. Yeah, I think right now he just needs mileage going places.
There you go.
You know, start to do some competitions and stuff. He is going to be looky and kind of, you know, what was that? You know, that type where he just needs to get out and see everything.
You said he was.
He was good on the trail ride. I went with just one other girl, and she took one of her horses that was supposed to be like the old tried and true, and that thing was afraid to have some stuff to pass. So Warlock actually led the way a lot. Yeah.
Doesn't spook much then on stuff like that.
Well, he looks at a lot of things, but he was brave. He was fine. They took turns. One would get too scared for a while, but the other one would lead, and then that one's bravery would be gone, and then Warlock would lead. And
a lot of that's just getting used to it too.
Oh yeah. He's gonna be totally fine once he goes places and stuff. Yeah. Oh, breeds are always popular. Yeah, that's nothing unusual.
He is pretty.
I've got 3-year-olds out here just drooling over buying him, but they have no money and no chance of that ever happening.
Well, I tell you, the economy
today. One girl, her
today.
parents out here the other day, she's like, and he was in the lesson. She wasn't riding him, but somebody else was. And she's like, okay, Mom. And she's graduating right now, too. She's like, see that big gray horse out there? And her mom's so funny. She's like, oh, he's probably really expensive. Isn't he like 10,000 or something? And the girl's like,
yeah,
Mom.
You're right.
Something like that.
Well, I tell you, I don't know, it seems like some places the economy, you know, in the last year or so has made an effect on things, and some places it hadn't. It just
I agree.
Depends on where you are. You know?
Yeah, and I think some people still seem to be just going out and buying whatever fits them, no matter the price, and other people just think they can get the bargain of the century. So it just, it just kind of depends on how desperate you are to get rid of them. And
we were doing that one, the first one we bought, of course, it was, we didn't know what we were doing.
Come and get it.
Not that we know much more than what we're doing now.
But canter. I think he's got like an
I like that.
Canter, yeah. Because the last girl that called me from Nebraska, she's like, I don't care what the horse trots like. She's like, as long as the canter's good. She's like, you can fix the walk, you can fix the trot, but you can't fix the canter.
That's the problem we got with the other one.
Yeah, so she really liked this horse's canter, and now especially sitting in that dressage saddle, because he kind of rocks back and he canters a little different than he does, like when I'm riding him hunter.
Yeah.
I've been doing like English changes. Hunter jumper changes. I've just been closing my outside leg and kind of changing my bend. Kind of a hunter change.
She mentioned that when you were riding. That was the one thing she said. Well, she's riding kind of like a hunter.
I know.
A hunter seat,
and in that dressage saddle, it was kind of awkward. I was like, I was trying to sit back and.
But
I'm definitely not a dressage rider at all.
I wish you'd have had this one when we bought that up.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Perfect.
She hadn't been able to compete with the other one, the other horse that we've got. We can't. And that she's a freshman this year, and really, you know, I'm thinking, if we're going to do anything with her where she can do that stuff, because she'll be graduating here next thing you know. She loves it, that's for sure. She's not an expert, but she really likes spending the time.
It's such a good thing to be into. I mean,
that's exactly right.
That's good for your mind, good exercise, just good wholesome thing to be into.
When you think about it, it's really not that expensive either.
I know. I mean, some of these other families, of course, they have a girl that rides, but they have somebody else that's into something else, and God, it's just crazy the money they spend on that stuff too. You wouldn't even think,
Well, I play golf, always have. It can be.
Oh yeah.